Most expensive countries to live. Number 1. Switzerland. Switzerland is one of the most expensive countries to live in. It is known for its high cost of living, with prices for goods and services, such as groceries, transportation, housing, and healthcare all being consistently ranked among the highest in the world. Food and beverage prices are especially high, with a meal in an inexpensive restaurant costing around $20. The cost of rent is also very expensive, with a one-bedroom apartment in a city center costing around $2,000 per month. Additionally, healthcare costs in Switzerland are some of the highest in the world, as the country has a very comprehensive healthcare system and is home to some of the most expensive private hospitals in the world. Despite the high cost of living, Switzerland is still a popular destination for expats and is known for its strong economy, excellent quality of life, and stunning scenery. Number 2. Norway. Norway is one of the most expensive countries to live in, according to the Cost of Living Index. Norway is known for its high expenses in categories such as housing, food, transportation, and healthcare. Housing costs in Norway are especially steep. An average one-bedroom apartment in Oslo will cost approximately $1,500 per month. Norway also has high food prices, with a basket of groceries costing nearly $400. Transportation is expensive as well, with public transportation costing around $90 per month. Healthcare costs are also high. A doctor's visit can range from $100 to $250. Additionally, Norway is known for having relatively high taxes, which can drive up the cost of living even further. Overall, Norway is an expensive country to live in, and prospective visitors should plan to budget accordingly. Number 3. Denmark. Denmark is known as one of the most expensive countries to live in the world. This is due to a combination of factors, such as high taxes, a high cost of living, and a strong currency. Denmark is one of the most developed countries in the world, boasting a strong economy and a high standard of living. This means that residents have access to a wide range of consumer goods and services, which come at a significant cost. For example, consumer goods are taxed at a rate of 25%, while taxes on some services can reach as high as 55%. In addition to this, many of the goods and services that are available in Denmark are imported from other countries, leading to higher costs. The country also has a strong currency, with the Danish krone being one of the strongest in Europe. This means that the cost of living in Denmark is significantly higher than in many other countries. Number 4. Sweden. Sweden is one of the most expensive countries to live in. The cost of living in Sweden is considered to be higher than most other European countries, with the average monthly cost for a family of 4 estimated to be around 45,000 Swedish kroner per month. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment in a major city can cost upwards of 12,000 Swedish kroner per month. Food and transportation costs are also high, with regular grocery items costing 10 to 15% more than in other European countries. The cost of utilities, such as electricity and water, can also be quite high. Additionally, the high taxes in Sweden, including the value-added tax, VAT, of 25%, mean that many goods and services can be quite expensive. Number 5. Finland. Finland is widely considered one of the most expensive countries to live in, especially when compared to its neighboring countries. The cost of living in Finland is very high, with rent, groceries, and other everyday items costing more than in almost any other country. Transportation is also expensive, with train tickets and fuel costing more than in most other countries. Furthermore, services such as healthcare and education are also highly priced, with taxes accounting for much of the cost. Despite this, Finland is a great place to live, offering a high standard of living, excellent public services, and a safe and secure environment. Number 6. Iceland. Iceland is one of the most expensive countries to live in. This is due to its high cost of living as well as its remoteness. The majority of goods and services in Iceland are imported, and this drives up prices. The cost of housing in Iceland is particularly high, as much of the land is owned by a few families. In addition, the cost of energy is also high due to Iceland's reliance on geothermal and hydropower for electricity. The taxes for working in the country are also high. All of these factors contribute to Iceland's high cost of living, making it one of the most expensive countries to live in. Number 7. Netherlands. The Netherlands is one of the most expensive countries to live in due to its high cost of living. Groceries, rent, utilities and transportation are all more expensive than in other countries. The Netherlands has some of the highest taxes on wages and consumption in Europe, which increases the cost of living. Additionally, the Netherlands has a higher cost of living due to its strong economy, which makes it a desirable place to live, resulting in higher costs for goods and services. The cost of housing is very high, especially in the larger cities, and demand for housing is high. With the high cost of living, wages are also higher in the Netherlands than in other European countries, making it an attractive place for people to move to. Number 8. Belgium. Belgium is one of the most expensive countries to live in, largely due to its high cost of living. Goods and services tend to be more expensive than in other European countries, largely because of the country's high wages, taxes and social security contributions. Renting a property is also costly, with prices varying depending on the area and the size of the home. Public transportation is also expensive, with tickets and passes costing more than in other European countries. Eating out is also costly, with restaurant prices being higher than in neighboring countries. Shopping for groceries is also more expensive, with most items costing more than in neighboring countries. Number 9. Austria. Austria is one of the most expensive countries to live in Europe, with the cost of living in Vienna being particularly high. According to Numbio's price index, the cost of living in Vienna is 24% higher than London, and 36% higher than New York City. Housing is particularly expensive in Vienna. The typical cost of renting a one-bedroom apartment in the city center is around €1,000 per month. Groceries and restaurants are also expensive, with the price of a basic meal for two at an inexpensive restaurant being €30 or more. Other costs, such as utilities and transportation, are also high. However, wages are generally high as well, and the cost of living is offset by generous benefits, pensions, and high employment rates. Number 10. Canada. Canada is one of the most expensive countries to live in. This is largely due to the fact that Canada has a high cost of living, especially in its larger cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. The high cost of housing in these areas has been a major contributor to the overall high cost of living in Canada. Additionally, the cost of goods and services, as well as taxes, is also significantly higher than in many other countries. This is due to the fact that Canada's economy is largely based on natural resources, which have been increasing in price over the last decade. Furthermore, due to its location, Canada is often subject to extreme weather conditions, which can make goods and services more expensive. For all of these reasons, Canada is considered to be one of the most expensive countries to live in. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more curious facts about countries around the world.